anybody in there. Just nod if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? Come on now, I hear you feeling down. Well, I can ease your pain, get you on your feet again. Relax, 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 I need some information first. Just the basic facts. Can you show me where it hurts? There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. When I was a child, I had a fever. My hands felt just like two balloons. Now I got that feeling once again. I can't explain, you would not understand. This is not how I am. But I've become comfortably numb. Okay, just a little pinprick. You know there'll be no more but you may feel a little sick. Can you stand up, stand up, stand up? I do believe it's working good. That'll keep you going for the show. Come on, it's time to go. There is no pain, you are receding. A distant ship, smoke on the horizon. You are only coming through in waves. Your lips move, but I can't hear what you're saying. Doctor, my eyes have seen the years and the slow parade of fears without crying. Now I want to understand. I have done all that I could to see the evil and the good without hiding. You must help me if you can. Well, doctor, my eyes, tell me what is wrong. Was I unwise to leave them open for so long? 'Cause I have wandered through this world as each moment has unfurled. I've been waiting to awaken from these dreams. Now people go just where they will. I never noticed them until I got this feeling that it's later than it seems. Doctor, my eyes, tell me what you see. I hear their cries. Just say if it's too late for me. Doctor, my eyes, I cannot see the sky. Is this the price for having learned how not to cry?
Check one.
From the beginning.
Well, welcome, gentlemen.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Welcome to another episode of the Loft Sessions.
All right.
Such a pleasure to have you guys down. The great. I love the fact that we met each other on Craigslist. I met so many great people on Craigslist. I answered an ad for you guys, and I had the pleasure of playing with you guys. So I'd love to hear a little bit about how the band was formed. It's called the Jimmy Mac Band. And we have Mr. Jimmy Mac. It stands for MacCullough. MacCullough. And Billy Campbell. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
And Michael Richman. Did I say it? Boy, look, I got great memory. And so tell me, how'd you guys get started? How did you meet each other?
Well, Billy and I have been playing in bands together for 10 years or more. And for some reason, during the pandemic, things closed down and we just weren't playing. And I had played with Mike in a band called Liquid, and sort of out of the blue, he called me up and said, "Hey, would you want to get together and just like do like a duo trio thing? Maybe I got another guitar player who might be interested." And so I said, "Yeah, sure. Let's get together. We can play maybe small outdoor clubs or whatever during the pandemic." And so we got together and rehearsed, and then the question came up, what are we going to call ourselves? And they said, well, why don't you call yourself the Jimmy Mac Project, or the Jim MacCullough Project? And I'm like, no. But they kept saying, we need a name like that. So I said, okay, let's just call ourselves the Jimmy Mac Band. And we played a few gigs like that. And so
thus it was born.
It was it's the latest iteration of my musical endeavors, which I've been doing since I was,
And how long have you been together? Since the pandemic? So it's a brand new band?
Yeah, brand new.
Fantastic. And I had the opportunity to play with you guys at the Italian American Club in Kennett. That was a fun gig.
It was. That was great.
Do you have any other upcoming gigs that maybe the people out there might come hear you guys?
We don't have anything booked.
No. But we're working on that.
Something in the near future?
Yeah.
And what's your musical background, Jimmy?
Well, I grew up on country music. Up until the time I was about 12 years old, I didn't know there was any other kind of music. Because my dad was a big country music fan. But then, in fourth grade, however old you are in fourth grade, 10, maybe 11, somebody brought Meet the Beatles to show and tell. And I listened to that, and that sort of changed my entire outlook.
So define country, because country has so many meanings these days.
Well, there's new country, which I'm not a big follower of. I was a follower of classic country, like Hank Williams Sr. and George Jones, and then it branched out into Buck Owens, and stuff like that.
And now the country music has changed to the point where it sort of feels like rock and roll with just a little bit of twang to it, but it's...
And
I think so as well, yeah.
And they put on those big concert shows, in big arenas, and you can't tell it from,
Big rock.
Queen.
Yeah, exactly.
I actually love it all. I mean, as long as there's good harmonies and good music. And I was Michael. We have like all kinds of things in common. It was great when you called me. First off, you know all the guys that I've been associated with, like Brian Parr and all those guys.
Brian Parr.
He's been here with his crew.
Yeah, when actually before the pandemic, we had moved to Downingtown from Florida. So I was just looking for a band. And while I was looking for a band, I was looking for some open mic nights. And I went to the Thorndale Inn, and Brian Parr was there with his band, and they were just
He's so
just
talented.
absolutely fantastic, and
So
they're
talented.
just such nice guys. And I brought my bass. They had me up there, and they like to showcase the people that they bring up.
Yeah.
There was a number of people that came up, and these guys were just, no matter what song you played, Brian was there, man. Actually, the whole band.
With Brian, I've never met someone who's so talented yet so humble.
And
And it's real humility too. It's
Yes.
like you just.
That's cool.
And so when I went to rehearse with you guys once or twice, I had the opportunity to go into your barn, what it was called, and now you're selling that house. So I want to know: are you Are you getting a new barn to rehearse in? Because that was an amazing place to rehearse.
Well, actually, yeah, I am.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're building a building there, so yeah, we're set.
And
I do have a place to practice.
Fantastic.
Right now, yeah.
And what's your background, Billy?
And musically,
Yeah.
well, I started in grade school in the band, and then I stopped playing for about 10 years, and picked it up again. Started playing rock and roll with some friends of mine down in Delaware, and it just went from there. I haven't stopped for over 40 years.
Oh, fantastic! Now I know your wife's into equestrian endeavors, so maybe you get us some gigs in some of the
nice.
equestrian events, right?
Yeah, that would be great.
They appreciate, especially Jimmy could bust out his country chops, and I'm sure they would appreciate it.
Yeah, they would love that.
Nothing like gigging in a horse stall.
And Michael, what's your background in
I started with
music?
piano. I played piano for a few years. I played violin for a few years.
Can you still play violin?
Nah. Then the neighbors, my buddies started a band, and there was a drummer and a guitarist, and they needed a bass player, so that's what I ran with.
Oh,
Haven't put
fantastic!
it down since.
And together, all three of you are the Jimmy Mac Band, and it's such a pleasure to have you guys here. I got to tell you,
Thank you.
The songs that we played are like two of my favorites, and you guys just randomly picked them. For me, Pink Floyd is really important. I've got a cousin in Italy who almost forces me to watch the Pink Floyd concert that he has. Now imagine you open up the window and you see all the olive trees and the rolling mountains. And there's two things that are always on his TV. It's Pink Floyd or Bruce Springsteen. And once he starts a concert, I got to watch the whole concert. So over the many, many, many times that I've been there, I've grown to really love Pink Floyd. And the second thing is, it just seems there are street musicians all over Italy, and they're really talented. And the go-to song that everybody, or songs that everybody plays, are from the book of Pink Floyd. So you hear it down the streets all the time. So these songs are very special to me.
I was really impressed with how you fit right in with us, and that's what was cool.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
I mean,
It
we
was-
really appreciate you sitting in with us. At that
It was
gig
an absolute pleasure.
And
So
doing
I
this.
I put this ad on Facebook and Instagram, and I just wanted to expose myself to other musicians and play music and share music, and
Yeah.
it's been the greatest reward to be able to come in and be appreciated and learn and have to learn new songs too. Like there's that one song that you played by the Beatles that I know. Da 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 da.
Norwegian
Yeah.
Wood.
It's like I never even knew the name of that song. I may have heard it in the back, but now it's a part of my, I like that song, and I learned so many songs through you guys. So anytime you need somebody, I'd be more than happy. It's a pleasure and honor, and I thank you guys for being here.
Well, the feeling's
Thanks
completely
for having us.
Yeah.
completely mutual,
Well,
Carmen.
thank you.
Completely
So
mutual.
hopefully
It's
we'll
been
play
great.
music again in the future, and
We will.
until then, cheers, gentlemen.
I look
Thank you.
forward to it. I
Cheers.
look forward to it. Cheers.
Thank you.
It's nothing.